It's not all fun and dandy. And guys, this is the dark reality that no one tells you about the pressure washing business. If you're new to the channel, my name is Tristan. I am 25. I run a pressure washing business, and I have seen so many people run out of business. Guys, I want to get a digital hamburger. I want to get to know who you are. So you guys should definitely hit that subscribe button before we start. But guys, so the first thing that I've got is that it is massively harder than you think it takes. It takes a substantial amount of volume. It takes a substantial amount of effort to get the ball off the ground. And it takes a lot more than you probably think it does. You can get the jobs off of Facebook. You can get the jobs off Nextdoor. But when it comes down to the reality of things, you have to go absolutely crazy with this stuff. Because if you think that 300 flyers is going to get you a few jobs and then it doesn't get you jobs, then you get discouraged and all this stuff. Guys, look, I see so many guys run out of business just because they don't realize how much effort and how much volume it traditionally takes to succeed in the business. Volume and effort is so critically underestimated in this business because in reality of it, it is hunt, kill. Hunt, kill. Yes, you can formulate quarterly contracts and biannual contracts, but especially when you're starting up, it is hunt, and then we got to go kill. We got to find the next job. We got to get that next job. And in order for you to build momentum, you have to take in an exponential amount of volume and an exponential amount of effort, okay? Let's get to the next one. The second part is, guys, this shit is lonely. This shit is fucking lonely. And a lot of your family, a lot of your friends are going to look at you and say, what the hell are you doing? Why are you starting a pressure washing business? You've got this job, you've got this W-2 opportunity, you have these opportunities. Why are you deciding to go this different route? Because quite frankly, blue collar work is traditionally looked down upon, especially in today's societal norm. You're going to a blue collar business opportunity to take away from a W-2 or to take away from your family's aspirations, but sometimes your family's and your friends' dreams for you need to die in order for yours to live. And I see so many people get caught up because they think about, what is this guy gonna think? What is this girl gonna think? But who the fuck gives a shit? Who cares? That is the dark reality of it. If you aren't willing to put in the effort, and if you are traditionally going to look at people and be like, I value their opinion more than my future, then maybe this business is not for you. There's gonna be late nights where you're looking up on YouTube how to do this job, contacting people. You're more than welcome to leave a comment if you are struggling with that. But there's gonna be late nights where you're at a job and then you wake up at 8 o'clock or at 6 o'clock a.m. and then you're going to the next job, or you've gotta do your marketing schematics. You gotta wake up early. That is what it takes, guys. And it's gonna be lonely, it's gonna be invisible, it's gonna be isolated, but people don't give a fuck until you win. There will be so many fucking doubters, it's not even funny, comma, that is okay. That is okay. Guys, seasonality. If you live in the cold states, and the harsh reality of this is that you're probably not gonna get much work in those first 2 months of the year. And quite frankly, if you're down south, a lot of the times, summer is actually a very slow month. And Q1 and Q3 are traditionally the slowest times of the year for pressure washing. Don't ask me why. The weather, it's a seasonal business. You have to learn how to neutralize on how to make your year become more consistent, because a lot of people are fearful of the inconsistent stability of the pressure washing business, which can be a common fear, and I understand it. But the fix to that is allocating commercial into those slower months, those Q1 and those Q3. You have your hot months with Q2 and Q4 with residential. But guys, like, if you are not doing your due diligence with commercial, and you're not doing your due diligence with residential, you're not doing your due diligence, it's going to be fucking hard, guys. I'm telling you right now, this is traditionally a seasonal business, and that is the harsh reality of it. But there are ways to neutralize this stuff. I want to talk about equipment, because equipment gets so glamorized, and they're like, oh, look at my 15 gallon per minute machine right here. Shit doesn't matter, guys. Truly. The only thing that matters is that you get the job done. A 4 gallon per minute can do the exact same job as a 15 gallon per minute machine. A lot of people allocate and spend $25,000 on a trailer for no reason, and then they can't get jobs, and they look at me and they're looking at other people like, why am I not getting these jobs? I just spent $25,000 on a rig. It is the most pure idiotic decision that you could potentially make in this business. Equipment doesn't really matter. It doesn't truly matter, especially if you're starting off. Yeah, there's levels to it, especially as you get older, sure. But at the beginning, it does not matter, guys. Truly. Market saturation. So, I want to talk about this because there are traditional high saturated markets like Florida or, even where I live or where a lot of other individuals live. Guys, look. If you can stick out, if you can build value, it does not matter about the highly, overly saturated market. There can be some saturated markets, but that goes down to the first thing that I was talking about, is that you have to put in an exponential amount of volume to differentiate yourself from the competitors. Because if you do not do that, you will not build value and you will not build an actual business. You will fucking fail if you do not do that, especially in a more saturated market. Guys, it is vital that if you are living in a very saturated market and you want to start up this business, you have to build an exponential amount of volume. And that looks like getting your reviews, putting out before and afters, getting customer testimonials, building an absolutely amazing experience for the customer. That is arguably my number one. If you can build an awesome customer experience, people will go and gravitate towards you. You have to stop your limited beliefs, and you have to be able to realize that you can do it in an overly saturated market. But the dark truth of it is that it is a very competitive market, and if you're not willing to put in the effort, then you're gonna fucking fail. Pricing. So I love this subject because a lot of people, they hate on me in the comments. They're like, you can't be getting that, you can't be doing that. You have to charge accordingly in this business, because if you don't, guys, your business will fail. I'll keep that a buck, a billion feel. I'll keep it fucking real with you. I'm brutally fucking honest. If you do not charge accordingly in this business, guys, your business will fail. It will fail. You have to make sure that you're charging accordingly, because there are expenses to this business, guys. There's taxes, there's insurances, there's employees, there's chemicals, there's equipment maintenance, there's storage. There's so many damn things that I can just list off the top of my head. But you have to, I have an accountant team, I have a CPA, I have all of these things that I have to take care of. And in order for me to take care of that, I have to charge accordingly. And if you're not doing those things, oh, dude, it's not going to be a fun ride for you. Guys, I want to talk about emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is arguably the greatest factor and a deciding factor for the winners of this business. Because if you do not have emotional intelligence, if you are out there, guys, and you are getting in the emotional roller coaster, you go really low whenever you're sucking. And when you go really high whenever your business is flourishing, because it's so easy to get on the top of the pedestal whenever jobs are flowing, you're making a good amount, and then, oh shit, the next week we don't have a job. You have to be able to neutralize your emotions, because going back to the seasonality perspective and going back to the inconsistent income of it, if you do not have rock hard nails of emotions, it's going to be hard to sustain this business, because you'll drive yourself in a psychotic notion. You have to be able to be emotionally intelligent, be able to react accordingly, be able to be in a smooth converse within yourself. If you can neutralize the highs and neutralize the lows. I love this quote that says, you're never as good as you think you are, but you're never as bad as you think you are. And it goes back to the business perspective, because if you are not humble with yourself, guys, oh my gosh, guys, yeah, it's your business is going to be in a really, really hard shambles. Because guys, look, it happens. Slow months will happen. Slow weeks will happen. Slow days will happen. You might not have a job for a week. But at the end of it, if we can build momentum and recognize, oh, there's always a better step, there's always a better route, and there's always another better option, we will be able to succeed in this business. You have to be emotionally intelligent. Look, guys, if you don't ask, you will never receive. So whenever presenting these price points, you have to be assertive, you have to be confident, you have to know your value, because if you do not know your value, it's going to be, and I keep regurgitating this, but it's going to be very hard for you to succeed. Because if you can't have the confidence to ask for $1,000, if you don't have the confidence to ask for $20,000, if you don't have the confidence to do it, guys, like, this business is not for you, truthfully. And I'm not trying to be that in a mean way, but I'm expressing the dark reality of this business, because you can reap all of this, and if you can watch all this and be like, oh, yes, I love this stuff, but if your behavior never changes, and if you're afraid to ask for the price point, you never learned. So you have to be able to fucking go out there and ask. You have to go out there and ask for those price points. You have to go and ask for that relationship. You have to go out there and be assertive and be a very, it is a masculine business. It literally reciprocates masculinity. And honestly, shout out to the girls that do it, cool. But, primarily the audience that watches this are a lot of men. So I'm trying to kind of speak to that audience. But guys, look, the journey is hard. The journey is tough. There's a reason why so many damn pressure washing businesses fail. There's a reason why. And you have to become the outlier. You have to be different. You have to stick to the fundamentals and put your head down and grind. If you do those things, I guarantee you that you will be in a really good spot. But you always ask, and I always tell people this, if I started right now, if I started doing at least just one of these things, would my life look better in a year? And if the consensus is yes within yourself, don't care about what other people say, but if the consensus is yes within yourself, then go and do it. Because we all die anyways. So take the risk on yourself. Take the risk. Do what you need to do. But this is the dark reality of it. It is hard. It is tough. There are, it's never always shiny and glamorous like some of these YouTubers make it to be. There's always, like on these, they're pedestalizing some of these great days. But guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, like, slow months happen. The business is fucking hard. But if you can be consistent, you can be resilient, you will succeed. Guys, I love you guys. And I want to build a relationship with you guys, get a digital hamburger, so you guys should definitely subscribe. And you guys should definitely take a look at the next video. I want to keep posting these content, so I'm going to be posting every Tuesday and Friday. Guys, I love you. Peace.